Good morning, I'm Prarambha, Dahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Nepal men's national cricket team suffer a 21-run defeat to Bangladesh in their last match of the ICC T20 Men's Cricket World Cup. Bangladesh progressed to Super 8 round. Muslim community across the country celebrating Bakr Eid or Eid al-Adha Day, one of the biggest festivals of Islam, being celebrated with joy and gaiety. Karnali province at high risk of monsoon-induced disasters, no plans for preventive measures. Surkhet facing the risk of inundation, 9 other districts at risk of floods and landslides. And England secured a nervy 1-0 win over Serbia in the Euro 2024. Denmark held out a 1-1 draw by Slovenia. The Netherlands see off Poland 2-1. Nepal men's national cricket team have suffered a 21-run defeat to Bangladesh in their last match of the ICC 2020 Men's Cricket World Cup. In the match played at the Arnos Vale ground in Kingstown, St. Vincent, Bangladesh were put to bat where they were bowled out for 106 runs in 19.3 overs. Shakib Al Hasan top scored with 17 runs. Mamadullah and Rishad Hussain scored 13 runs each. Jakir Ali scored 12, while Taskin Ahmed remained unbeaten also at 12 runs, and Litan Das added 10 runs. Sompal Kami, Sandeep Lamichhane, Rohit Paudel and Dipendra Singh Airi picked 2 wickets each for Nepal. In reply, the Rhinos were bowled out for 85 runs in 19.2 overs. Kushal Malla top scored with 27 runs. Dipendra Singh Airi added 25 and Asif Sheikh scored 17, while none of the other batters scored in double figures. Taziv Hassan Saqib was the pick of the Bangladeshi bowlers with 4 wickets. He gave away only 7 runs from 4 overs, bowling 2 maidens. Mustafizur Rahman had 3 wickets to his name. Shakib Al Hasan had 2 scalps, while Taskin Ahmed had 1 wicket. It was also the lowest total defended in the T20 World Cup history. With the win, Bangladesh have progressed to the Super 8 round. In the ICC 2020 Men's Cricket World Cup match slated for tonight, New Zealand play Papua New Guinea. The Muslim community across the country are celebrating Bakr Eid or Eid al-Adha, one of the biggest Islamic festivals, with joy and gaiety. Popularly known as Bakr Eid, the festival is also a celebration of love and generosity. Bakr Eid is the second biggest festival of Muslims after Eid al-Fitr. The government has declared a public holiday today on the occasion of the festival. The previous alliance, including Nepali Congress and CPN Maoist Center, fell apart because of the agenda passed in the Mahasamiti meeting of Nepali Congress. Largest party of the House of Representatives, Nepali Congress was in the government when it was holding its Mahasamiti meeting in the Nepali month of Fagun. Nepali Congress was then pushed to the opposition in 2 weeks of conclusion of the meeting. Identifying agenda and discussions held at the Mahasamiti meeting as the reasons, Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal broke ties with Congress and joined hands with CPN-UML. However, Nepali Congress has not made public the report of the same Mahasamiti meeting despite the lapse of 4 months since its endorsement. Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal had serious interest in the agenda presented and endorsed at the Mahasamiti meeting of Nepali Congress. Power struggle had also surfaced among the officials of Nepali Congress on all 3 reports presented at the meeting. Because of these 2 reasons, the Mahasamiti meeting ended with the decision of assigning the responsibility of giving a final shape to the endorsed reports. However, despite the lapse of 4 months, Nepali Congress leadership has not been able to give a final shape to its own reports. The Mahasamiti meeting held at Godavari of Lalitpur had endorsed 3 reports: policy report of Party Vice President Purna Bahadur Khadka, political report of General Secretary Gagan Thapa, and organizational report of another General Secretary, Vishwa Prakash Sharma. Among them, power struggle had surfaced between Party President Sher Bahadur Dewa and General Secretary Thapa because of his report. Party leading the government and the entity which had collaborated with Nepali Congress during elections, CPN Maoist Center, had also expressed interest in the proposal, which stated that Nepali Congress should not be forming alliances before elections. Amidst such an interest, Maoist Center's chair Dahal decided to break the coalition with Congress. The report remains to be endorsed by the Central Committee. Nepali Congress President Dewa and leaders close to him were fearing the possibility of spoiling the mood of Maoist Center and the split of the coalition by endorsing the reports in their original forms. To erase the fear, Nepali Congress had decided to push the report to the Central Committee. Now the coalition has changed and all members of the party, including the president, have been alleging Maoist center of deceit. Even in such a situation, Nepali Congress has not initiated any effort to endorse the report by calling the meeting of the Central Committee. Several Nepali Congress leaders have been terming alliances during elections a wrong move at several programs in their visits to districts and have announced that Nepali Congress would not form such alliances again. However, the same leaders have not prioritized endorsement of the report and its implementation. Anything is possible in politics. Nepali Congress, the entity which had formed alliance with Maoist Center in the past, is not happy with the entity at the moment. However, Nepali Congress is also making efforts to split the current alliance and seek support of Maoist Center chairperson. Therefore, questions can be raised regarding Nepali Congress not endorsing the report to form alliance with Maoist Center yet again. The Parliamentary Committee formed to investigate the abuse of funds by the cooperatives has endorsed its working procedures. The working procedure was endorsed after holding talks with the task force, which had generated the terms of reference of the committee. The committee will now investigate the cooperatives included in the terms of reference and organizations where the funds were invested and then furnish its recommendations to the government. Prior to this, doubts have surfaced regarding whether to investigate the cooperatives included only in the terms of reference or all cooperatives across the country. Now there is clarity regarding investigating the cooperatives included in the terms of reference and issues related to those cooperatives only. The meeting of the committee slated for tomorrow is to summon the representatives of related ministries and departments and begin the investigations. The committee was formed after main opposition Nepali Congress had obstructed the parliamentary proceedings with demand of formation of a parliamentary probe committee to investigate the alleged involvement of Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Rabi Lamichhane in fraud related to cooperatives. The task force formed on 28th of May has been given a period of 3 months to conduct investigations. Now, Karnali province faces high risks of disasters. Properties worth tens of millions of rupees are destroyed each year in the province because of monsoon-induced disasters, including floods and landslides. More than average rainfall has been predicted for Karnali this year. However, despite such a grim forecast, there have not been any strategic preparation to combat the disasters. More than 100 households of landless squatters live at the banks of Korke Khola in Birendranagar 6 Surkhet. 7 local residents were killed while hundreds were left homeless by a flood a decade back. Despite not being able to forget the plight, they were compelled to return to the same location. However, the government has not been able to ensure a long-term relocation of the settlement and to curb the impact of the monsoon-induced disasters. There have been no sound plans to combat the disasters in the villages of Solyan that have faced several floods and landslides in the past. The local residents who have been made aware of higher amount of rainfall this monsoon, coupled with possibilities of increase in damages, have been compelled to live in fear in absence of sound plans to combat the disasters. Karnali province government, which has not been able to formulate preventive strategic plans and plans to combat the disaster, has claimed that it has done everything possible and implemented all ideas to reduce damages. Of the 10 districts of Karnali, Surkhet faces the risk of inundation, while the 9 other districts are at risk of floods and landslides. 50,464 members of 11,548 households of the province are expected to be affected by monsoon this year in the province. Now, due to unplanned settlement, deforestation, forest fires, open grazing and illegal mining, sources of water are drying up. It has been made public that 79% of the water sources in the Chure region, 64% in the Himalayan region and 46% in the hilly region have been dried up. Deforestation, extraction of stones, pebbles and sand from rivers, among others in Madhya province, have caused extreme scarcity of drinking water in the province. After sources of water dried up and the level of water underground has dropped considerably, water in hand pumps and wells have also started drying up. Out of the 931,331 households in the Madhya province, almost 77% of them use hand pumps for drinking water. After the level of water underground decreased and hand pumps that were installed within 500 feet underground could not pump water out, scarcity of water has become a big problem in the province capital Janakpur Dham. According to the National Census 2021, out of the total 40,409 households in Janakpur Dham, only around 20% are linked to piped drinking water system. Although the demand of water in Janakpur city area is 25 million litres daily, the Nepal Water Supply Corporation has been able to supply only 3 million litres. The Janakpur sub-metropolis has failed to provide land to the Water Supply Corporation for deep boring. Meanwhile, the deep well constructed in Kataiya Chauri some 12 years ago at an expense of more than 10 million rupees still has not come into operation. According to Economic Survey 2022-23, 12.15% of the households in Madhya province are not linked to the drinking water system, while only 10.46% of the households have access to piped water system. Apart from that, 76.91% of the households in the province rely on the water from hand pumps, 47% on other secured sources, and 0.01% on rainwater. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked what is the best aspect of the budget introduced by their province government. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
प्रदेश सरकारले ल्याएको बजेटमा पर्यटनमा ध्यान दिनु राम्रै कुरा हो। चुरे संरक्षणको जुन ल्याएको छ नीति हैन योजनाहरू ल्याएको छ त्यो चाहिँ सर्वमान्य जस्तो लाग्यो।
मधेस सरकारको बजेट उत्साहप्रद छ, आशा जगाएको छ।
खानेपानी स्वास्थ्य शिक्षाहरुमा राम्रो काम गरिरहेको छ।
शिक्षामा पनि बजेट छुट्याएकोमा धेरै राम्रो लाग्यो।
कृषिमा जोड दिएको कुरा एउटा मन पर्यो।
पहिला टुक्रे योजनाहरू बढी हुने कुरा देखिरहेको थियो भने अहिले चाहिँ अलि विशेष रूपले ठूला योजनाहरू हुने देखिएको छ।
लुम्बिनी प्रदेश सरकारले ल्याएको बजेटमा एक घर एक धारा भन्ने जुन प्रावधान ल्याएको छ त्यसको लागि चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ अब यो जिल्लावासी त निकै खुसी छौं।
सानै छु बढ्न देऊ, बाली विवाह हैन पढ्न देऊ भन्ने यो कार्यक्रम मन पर्यो।
युवा वैज्ञानिक प्रोत्साहन कार्यक्रम चाहिँ मलाई मन पर्यो।
प्रदेश प्रमुख एकीकृत परियोजना ल्याएको छ त्यो एकदमै चाहिने सराहनीय छ।
पहिलो चरणमा कञ्चनपुर र कैलाली का दुईवटा कभरहरूलाई पूर्णता दिने जस्तो त्यहाँ हामीले मैले बजेट देख्न पाएँ।
And now, before we wrap up, here's a look into the top stories one more time. Nepal men's national cricket team suffered a 21-run defeat to Bangladesh in their last match of the ICC 2020 Men's Cricket World Cup. Bangladesh moved to the Super 8 round. Muslim community across the country celebrating Bakr Eid or Eid al-Adha, one of the biggest Islamic festivals, with joy and gaiety. Karnali province at high risk of monsoon-induced disasters, no plans for preventive measures. Surkhet facing the risk of inundation, 9 other districts at risks of floods and landslides. And England secured a nervy 1-0 win over Serbia in the Euro 2024. Denmark held at a 1-0 draw by Slovenia. The Netherlands see off Poland 2-1. That is all for the moment. Our next English bulletin airs at 6 p.m. Thank you for staying with us. Have a beautiful day ahead.